as you when I start my recordings, if you got any warrants or anybody looking for you, change your name, hide your faces, do what you got to do. But I'm so sorry. This is sorry about that. Okay, let's start over. So I'm excited to introduce some really good friends of mine, Dr. Wachira and Chadwick Spell. They are the owners and operators of multiple businesses, which I'm sure they will get into. They have lots of flexes, lots of firsts, lots of things going on. So always so proud of them. They're over in California. Their wines are amazing. And if you ever get a chance to go over to their tasting room, which I'm sure they will tell you about as well, hop over there. It is the most like homely feeling that you will get in a wine room, a lounge, bar lounge, more bar.
Lounge.
Yeah. But they're incredible people, and I don't think that I could ever do them as much justice as they deserve in this little bit of time, because I don't want to continue to take away from the tasting. So I will let them take it from here. Please have a wonderful time. I will be on, but I will be off camera because, parenting, multitasking. But have fun. Please let me know. Bing me if you need anything.
Beautiful. All right, so welcome everyone. Glad to be here. And I want to say thank you for having us. My name is Chadwick, and that is Dr. Chris.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you.
It looks like you're muted. I'm not sure if no, but I can hear you. I don't know. Oh, you get two entries. That's why. Sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Wachira, the founder CEO of the Wachira Group, in which Wachira Wines rests. Is the first Kenyan-American winemaker in the country. It's been a very fascinating journey. We're going to be 10 years old this December. And to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like 10 years. Came into this space, I always say very selfishly. I wanted to craft a wine to complement my mother's Kenyan food. She made these, Sunday dinners, and would not bring wines from whatever, Napa, Sonoma, wanting to pair with her food, but could never really find a wine that complemented her food. So I wanted to bring something home for her. And had a science background. I spent 15 years at Stanford doing clinical outcomes research in neurosciences, and was fascinated by the science of wine. So when I combined those two very selfish needs, that was the genesis of Wachira Wines. I started off with 3 varietals and have grown it to 8. The wines in total have been able to, garner about 34 medals across the Black Five, the Big Five, the Black Label, the Big Five collection. I craft wines differently. I tell the story of my heritage through my wines. I like to say I serve you a wine safari in a glass. And for those of you who haven't been to Africa, Kenya, South Africa, and experience a safari, this is your first time. So now you can say you've been on a wine safari.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to, Tahira, I do need to share something.
You can go ahead and share it.
Yeah.
You're co-host.
Yeah.
All right.
You're doing that.
All right. I want to make sure everybody can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
1 second, Chris. Out of respect for people talking, if you can turn your camera on, please do. It's just that no one likes to talk to a bunch of blank screens. Just
Oh, what am I doing? It's okay. Well, I'll wait while I'm having these technical difficulties here. I'm trying to make it big. Here we go.
Yep.
All right. So Wachira wines, I call them Californian wines with a Kenyan accent. And like I mentioned earlier, it's because in Kenyan born and raised. I do always do have that accent. Now folks always ask, where are you from? You have an accent, where are you from? And my wines do tend to have an accent because they don't fit the typical Californian model. Like my Cabernet is very young, it's very light, very soft on the palate. Who on the screen got the kits, the tasting kits?
Very
Okay,
green,
Sherry Green, okay.
one of them.
Okay, so I'll explain the notes. I'm not sure if you tasted it already. If you have it with you, we'll go through the tasting, right?
Yeah.
Together. So Californian wines with a Kenyan accent. Chadwick, you want to take it on? I like the way he tells this part.
The Kenyan accent, like she said, she does not follow California or Napa trends. What she does, she makes to her palate. And slide.
I think you're frozen.
Actually, next slide.
Oh, my bad.
There you go. You guys to be as relaxed. This is going to be interactive. If you have a question and I'm in mid sentence, just because we want you learn throughout this yourself as possible, so you can learn it for you what you like, and that's why we go to meet the winemaker. So she talked about herself a little bit. Doctor nursing practice, Stanford Hospital for 15 years. Now the black, the black label. The big five is the five most hardest to kill. A little bit too. So if you've gone to safari before, if you haven't, now you can say you have, because you learn about the wines and the animals while they're associated. Next slide.
Now, this is some of our awards and accolades. In 2023, I was named one of the Future 40 of the Wine Enthusiast. I was also named the Powerful Woman of the Bay in 23. There's a flex that I don't see here. Oh, there we go. This is one of my favorite flexes, is being able to have this wine served by Vice President Kamala Harris at the State Department luncheon for the President of Kenya. That's him right there. Now, I talked to you about the wines being reflective of the safari. And the very first wine we're going to be tasting is the Chardonnay. And what's on your screen right now is a herd of buffaloes, because the Chardonnay, the black label Chardonnay, is the buffalo of the safari.
Sherry has hers.
For those of you on the screen, are you having a hard time hearing Chadwick, or is it just me?
It's coming in and out.
Is this better?
We can hear
Is
you.
this...
I can hear you now.
Feedback as you're tasting these, that would be great. Whoever get with them, to you. That buffalo is one of the ones that I'm most proud of. It's gotten 2 different gold medals. It
Right. I think you may have to mute your audio on your computer as you're talking to us on your cellular device. I think that's why it's going in and out. So but we can hear you, it's just going in and out.
You don't see me. It'd be better. Now, it was already muted, so it's just interfering. Is that better?
Much better.
All right. Oh, the Buffalo is known for the social nature of the herd. Just like our Chardonnay is known for the social nature of the wine. It covers a large expansive area of cuisines, just like the Buffalo covers a large expansive area of the Savannah. Who typically does not like Chardonnays? Raise your hand. Okay. That's a good sign if you do or you don't. That's good. That's what I really good. All right. 60% of people who typically do not like Chardonnay actually like ours. Because like she said earlier, she does not follow typical Californian, either. It's not too oaky. You don't get that buttery thing some people hate or love, and it's not a feel either. So for me, that California wine with the Kenyan accent means. You said you typically don't like Chardonnay, right?
I like to cook with it.
You like to cook with it, you like to drink it. All right. Miss Sherry, do you typically like Chardonnay?
Can be hit or miss, but this is really good. I do like this.
Thank you. I'm not sure if it was clear when Chadwick was talking, but it's a nice balance of both steel and oak, with that 70% steel, 30% oak. So that way you still get the hints of that sort of buttery familiarity that folks have with Chardonnays.
Making just to make a wine. We're making to make something that's uniquely so that I hit on a lot. She just makes it her. She's selfish and she wouldn't have to do with her mom's and her grandmother's cooking. Me latched onto it and was like, you know what? This is where making in the diaspora should be, or in any culture should be. If you think about wines in different countries, they're not the same. Wines in different countries, they're not the same. And why should we be making wines that taste like everybody else's wine? You should be making it to your palate. That's why one of our mantras is the only palate that is correct is yours. And that's something else I'll dive into later. Any other questions about the Chardonnay?
Any questions, any comments on the Chardonnay, Ms. Sherry? I know you just said you like it. But anything about it stand out to you?
Okay, I'm a wine enthusiast, so I'm probably gonna make some people cringe, but I do like the way it smells. I picked up on, I don't know if it was a fruity or floral note there, but I picked up on that. I'm not sure exactly what that should be or if I am correct or not. So I know the experts. It's called informed.
You know what? In this space, and especially when it comes to Wachira Wines and at our tasting room in Alameda, in California, the only palate that's correct is yours. And we share that very enthusiastically. Again, if you think about my background, right? I didn't come from wine. I don't have familiarity with wine notes, grape varietals, crafting technique. I really don't. I don't have any of those traditional references that a lot of folks have. My references are based off of the foods and the fruits that I consumed while I was growing up. So a lot of my wines, actually across the board, you'd find that red line connector that has a lot of tropical fruit notes, because those are the notes that I'm familiar with. Right? Somebody else could taste it and pick something that is, Eastern European origin or something, but for me, it will always sort of lean towards tropical fruit notes. So, Ms. Sherry, if you pick something floral or something fruity, that's what your palate picks, because that's your palate reference.
what I call them, you know, super tasters. You know, people have more taste buds than others. You know, 30% of women are. That means that most women are going to have get more. Retrain your taste buds. So you have someone eat a lot of spicy, and Tahira can chime on this a little bit too. But if you have somebody eat a lot of spicy throughout their life, and someone who doesn't, they can be identical twins. By the time they're 21, they're going to get totally different things out of everything. So that's the culture. Male-dominated be to tell a woman of color what she gets out of anything and what note she's going to get means nothing. So it's like it's literally your palate that matters. That's it, and what you get, because you may have never had a kumquat.
Okay, I'm going to move us to the next wine. And this is the Rhino. The Rhino represents our Cabernet. It is uncharacteristically light on its feet. It can outrun, the Rhino it can outrun most humans on a safari. But this Cabernet, this Californian Cabernet is also very, very light. When you compare it to a lot of the Californian Cabernets, it presents very fruit forward. I bottled it very young. So for those who are collectors, it ages beautifully. We just opened some bottles from a 2015, 2016 collection, and they age beautifully. But it is also chillable. So you can serve it chilled. Because in Kenya, we do chill our wines. We do chill the reds as well. And the beautiful thing about having a Cabernet that is nice and light, fruity, and very well-rounded, when you chill it, it presents really beautifully. You get very different notes when it's chilled than when it's at room temperature. And for those of you who got the kit, save a little bit in your glass and put it in the fridge and try it in about an hour or so. It presents differently. You get a lot of those high notes in wine.
And for those that are trying it like it is now, what are your thoughts? Drinkers, first of all, cab drinkers. There's a lot of folks that moved away from cab because a lot of cabs have gotten too heavy and tannic and moved to Pinot Noir and some Pinotage. And when we first started making in 2017, well, 16, we started releasing in 17. It was already light, and it took some people aback. And we actually won some awards that we didn't expect we were going to win, because I think people were getting to that point where they were over the 15% and super tannic, super heavy. It has its place, but that's when the wine is the center of the table, and it's about the wine for that day. If it's not about the wine, you're just having a wine that complements the food, that doesn't take center stage. This is that wine that you finish the bottle like, what was that? That was good. That's the thing we're going for with that. Now I'm gonna stop talking, let y'all talk.
Right. Yeah, and very selfishly, when I was crafting this, I wanted a cab that was light enough. Like if I got home and I wanted, if I wanted a red wine that evening, I didn't need to serve a steak first. Like I wanted a red wine I could just pour in the glass, that was light, that was easy to drink. If I wanted it chilled on these like 90-degree weathers that we're now having, I could have it chilled. Thoughts, comments? Miss Sherry, I pick on you.
You don't like it? You don't like it?
And that's the truth too. If you don't like any of these wines, by the way, I'm way past the feelings hurt phase. You can be honest.
Okay. Well, no, what I was going to say is I actually did chill the wine because I prefer my red wine, and in a lot of cases with a little bit of a chill. So I'll let it sit and, get to room temperature because probably didn't cool down enough anyway. But I like that. When I smelled the wine or sniffed, I immediately picked up on the cocoa notes, and then I read because I was like, I smell chocolate. So then I went to read that it's actually there. So that makes me feel like, oh, my nose is working. So I feel
Yeah.
really good about that. But I
You're
like that it
developing
has
your
a little
palate.
hint of a bubble. Is it meant to? It feels like there's a little something
Is there?
there, like to me.
And that's fine. It could also be, I don't know, it could be based on, did you have dinner already? What did you have for dinner? It could have something to do with that. But if
Well, I had
not,
a while ago, but
oh.
okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's a steal. It's not, it should not, probably, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect ABV. That's another thing. We didn't want to go above like a 14% either. 13.5 is good. Yeah, for a good everyday come home. You don't want to get smashed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good ABV of, and you can chill it, and it's not too harsh either.
Mhm.
Good comment.
For the rest of the folks in the group who didn't get the kits, what kind of Cabernets do you like? Do you even like Cabernets?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
I typically prefer like a semi-sweet taste, so I'm not like super partial on like the dries. Um, but my girlfriend loves the Cabernets, so I drink those with her sometimes. But it's a hit or miss for me. Depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Okay.
Take this.
I like a nice blend. I think my first red that I really fell in love with was Bordeaux. So I like a really bold cab, preferably, even my Bordeaux's from the left bank, just the really cab base versus Merlot. But tonight I'm drinking a Malbec. I'm so sorry, but I felt I'm gonna purchase the kit later so I can be able to not only support but also just be able to experience everything you guys are speaking of. So I'm sorry I missed that opportunity to order.
It's
Too
okay.
late. Too late.
I
Just to go
appreciate those feedbacks. Go ahead, Chadwick.
on the paperwork as well. Cab is the one is our baby that got a double gold at San Francisco Chronicle competition in 2022. And San Francisco Chronicle wine competition is the largest in North America. So it's like that really kind of, and you're like one little best of show, which also kind of shocked us too. We don't get Scotland, we don't get double gold in one best. We consistently good.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay, I'm going to move us. Yes, I'm going to move us to the next one. And that, my good people, is the Muscat. And the Muscat is the leopard of the wine safari. Very versatile. It's a cat, very nimble. And the good thing about this Muscat is a lot of the Muscat Moscato
Yeah, I just wrote.
I'm very biased about it. It is served at Disneyland. It pairs really well with spicy food. So if you think about, like foods of the diaspora, like Jamaican jack chicken, um, Burmese food, Chinese food, sweet and sour pork actually pairs really well with this. And for the Kenyan food, it pairs beautifully with all the spicy sort of coastal dishes.
He said he likes some sweet stuff every now and then too, some slightly sweet. Who here does not like sweet? All right. So Miss Sherry, you're gonna be the most. Yeah, no, it's not just a dessert wine. It is actually can be a little bit more than that. It is not that syrupy thing that people hate, but it is sweet. It's not going to be dry. But like 20% of people who don't like sweet actually say this is not that.
And on this as well, you get a lot of those tropical fruit notes.
It's floral nose, and that it takes people back. There's a lot of muscats you don't get all the nose. So, Miss Sherry, what are your thoughts? If we can see you drinking on camera.
So I would definitely have this for my friends that prefer a sweeter wine, but it's not, as you said, it's not like syrupy sweet. So, I would definitely have this. I may not, maybe, summertime sort of thing, super cold, something
Right.
like that. But yeah, it wouldn't be my first go-to, but I know several people that would enjoy this. So thanks. So I can get this for them.
Chadwick, you're broken out. I can't hear you. You might be dropping some gems, Chadwick, but we can't hear you. Okay. Yeah, a lot of our wine club members call this wine girlfriends in a bottle because it's really easy for a lot of folks to like empty it out in one sitting. Again, it's also 10% alcohol, 90 points, scored a 90 points in 22, but it's also a gold medalist.
I love a good high percentage sweet wine.
No, it's not 100%. It's only 10%. It's only 10%.
It's only 10%.
No, but 10 is a good time compared to the sevens or so's or sixes that some of the Moscatos went to.
Right. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So you will get some alcohol with it. It's not all sugar.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, a nice little doesn't stick either.
Mm-hmm.
I introduced my wife to ice wine for that reason. Let me show you something real quick because she likes really sweet wine.
I see.
That's my mother.
All right. Now for our final wine, it is the Lion. It starts a lot of parties and ends a lot of parties. It is the king of our wine safari. And this is our sparkling white. It's a Blanc de Blanc demi-sec, so has a little sweetness to it. 100% Chardonnay grape. And it's also a double gold medalist. With this wine, you'll also get, I won't tell you what notes you get out of it. You tell me what you get. So Miss Sherry this evening is our super taster. And this Lion commands, again, you can read from right here. The reason it is the Lion is just for its command of cuisine. A lot of times, again, you won't pair a sparkling wine with food, but this does too. And it demands that respect. It starts the party. When that bottle pops, it's about to be a good time. Go ahead, Miss Sherry.
I was just gonna say that I really like that it's not overpowering bubble. Like I really like that. So definitely to get the party started, it's not, you're not getting that hit that you sometimes get with sparkling wine that's, too bubbly. So I really like that. So then to me, that makes it a lot easier and quicker to drink. That's how I would, that's how I would view it.
No, you're right on. You're right on. It has some very delicate, elegant bubbles. It does not attack the palate. It stands on its own really well. So I mean, it goes, it flows really well on its own. But if you like mimosas, again, because it's a demi-sec, it's not a hard brut, right? If it complements, it goes with a lot of fruit juices for mimosas very well. The other thing we've also started doing recently is we create, Chadwick, what do you call them? The tea mimosas, the teosas,
Yeah,
teosas.
yeah, it's like a tea
So
mimosa.
yeah, so we create mimosas with tea.
So we actually have a couple of black-owned tea companies that are out of LA that do like tea syrup and tea extract. So it's like we I, some people like a really champagne. A lot of people I can't really get with that. That doesn't fit my palate. It overwhelms me. So I either go for either demi sacks and do some prosecco, like that. Because it's not.
It started fading away, Chadwick. I'm sorry. So the style of crafting for this, yes, it is Prosecco style. It's the Italian method versus the French method, which means the fermentation is all in tank, it's not in bottles. And again, 100% Chardonnay grape, so it's a Blanc de Blanc. I want to hear from the folks in the room about what if you like sparklings or champagnes for that matter. What do you like? What do you prefer? Are you a champagne all day kind of person?
I do like champagnes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What style of crafting do you prefer?
Crafting?
Yeah, so do you like do you lean more towards, sorry, do you lean more towards like the old world, like more French style? So those will tend to be a lot drier. They age
No,
longer
so
as well. They're more
I
robust.
guess when it comes to the champagne, I guess I like more sweet. I do like to
Okay.
mix them and make mimosas. So yeah, I prefer like a sweeter variety.
Okay.
I'm still kind of new to all the wine terminology.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just, yeah, trying to learn the room. You're fine. You're just fine.
Thank
Give
you.
yourself some grace, Brandon. I've been here a while. I don't know nothing. But yeah, I like Prosecco for that reason because it's kind of a nice balance to your point. The French champagnes can be really dry,
Yeah.
you know, but Prosecco, like I'd rather not mix it with juice, but it still gives you kind of that little bit of a flavor profile.
Okay.
It's kind of
So you are a purist then. You prefer to have your Prosecco standalone. You don't want to
yes, ma'am.
craft it now. There you go. There you go. Miss Dana? Dana? Dana. How do I say your name?
It's Donna, just spelled differently.
Okay. Miss
Yeah,
Dana.
I like champagne. I like almost anything sparkling, but what I liked
Mm.
about this one was usually I like the forceful bubbles, but I do
Oh,
appreciate that this was elegant. And when you said demi-sec, I got a little nervous, but it's not too sweet.
it's
So
not.
and I don't mix anything with my bubbles. I like it straight.
Nice.
That's great.
You're a
So
Can't go wrong
purist
with
I
too.
that.
That's
like
good.
it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, every now and then. So it depends. It totally depends on the mood. But what I'll do occasionally is I will add, so I'll take our sparkling and I'll add a little bit of Cabernet in it for an instant rosé, sparkling rosé. And for me, that is my go-to drink. Chadwick, did you have something to add? Your square is lighting up.
Dr. Chris.
Oh, you're
I
probably,
think it's called Dr. Chris.
oh, yeah. Yeah, they call that drink the Dr. Chris, the sparkling with a hint of Cabernet in it. But it's my favorite cocktail.
Renita wants to know if you drink 2 bottles of wine at the same time. That's what the chat say.
You know what? It depends on the kind of day I'm having. It depends. It really does depend. You know what? The day has 24 hours, right?
Yeah, it was really, I got put in the chat. It's like 1.25. Because you're adding a little bit to the about one and a half almost. And we do a rosé blending questions as well.
Any questions on the sparklings? The sparkling wine? Comments. And I do realize it's late for a lot of you. So I know I'm literally dragging you to the finishing line of your day. I appreciate you all for being here. Tahira, are you still on here?
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for wonderful tasting. I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you weren't able to get the kits before the tasting, we will send out the information for you to get the kits after the tasting if you are still interested. Thank you, Chris and Chad. And does anybody else have any questions or anything before we sign off?
Yeah, I had my cart full, okay, with the black lid with the leopard and the tasting kit, and they say you don't ship to Detroit.
Oh,
What's up with Michigan? What's going on?
all you need is talk to your governor.
Oh, sugar! I thought it was only Utah. Okay, I might ship it to Georgia or something, send it to my mom's house, and maybe travel with it from Atlanta when next time I visit. But I definitely
Okay.
want to support, and then I also appreciate it. And my wife is from Rwanda, so shout out to East Africa
Oh,
and
yeah.
shout out to Kenya. Yeah, just want to say.
Awesome, awesome,
Georgia.
awesome.
So we do ship in Georgia all day, every day.
Okay. Sorry about that. Well, thank you again, Chris and Chad. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and we will send out this recording to everyone who was not able to make it. And let me know if you need anything. Besos.
Thank you, everybody.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining.